Hello YouTube. I was getting ready for my son's hockey game and I heard feminine. Let's see what's holding up. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Eight of Cups, Three of Pentacles. It feels like the feminine I'm talking to, you might have recently walked away, or you're thinking of walking away and you're not sure of the direction you should go. Here I'm doubting if I should have walked away. I've got the Chariot and the Queen of Wands. They came up in reverse. Some form of blocked emotion. But I have the Magician and the Hierophant here. Okay, so you walking away from this situation or not sharing, it's like you're not sure what to do with this situation. Should I walk away? Should I not walk away? You're like looking for signs, synchronicities, tarot readings, you're looking for confirmation. With the Queen of Wands and the Chariot here, it's like following your passion, going towards that. Don't necessarily worry about a person. Worry about where you're going, especially with the Hierophant and the Magician. So keep your eyes on your prize. And it can be easier said than done when you don't know where you're going or you don't have a direction. But I'm trying to get people away with the twin flame journey. I'm trying to get them away from a love, and I'm trying to get them to fall in love with themselves. Because any form of twin flame, especially if you're called to that term, that love is within you. So this feminine, this who I'm channeling, Three of Wands, looking outward, the overall energy is like, this is a you journey. So don't try and manipulate someone else. Follow it, go after what lights you up. Look at this, you're moving forward. So focus on this. And if you don't know what that is yet, if you've done your homework on the last two videos, I talked about pain. Just keep digging at it. It'll come. Don't be hard on yourself. The biggest thing I've learned with my healing journey is self-compassion. I want to see, though, this Magician where you're manifesting where you're going. Oh, look at that. I have the Sun. I hear new beginnings, but I hear be careful of your ulterior motives. I just heard ulterior motives. Knight of Cups. Yeah, you might be doing or healing so you can have a relationship or get this person back or change this person or whatever this walking away from situation is. Focus on your healing. Focus on the Sun. Focus on, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck, so it's not having to escape your current reality is basically what you want to get to. Seven of Pentacles being grounded. Look at that. You even have the freaking Knight of Wands over top of the Knight of Cups. And then I have the Seven of Pentacles and the Hanged One over the Sun. The way through is looking within. That sun is within you. And I talk about this sometimes. It's imagine the sun is within all of us. That's just glowing within us. Okay, so tap into that knowledge, that wisdom. And do it for you. You're strong. Look at that, man. Look at that. Keep the fire burning. You don't need anyone. And yes, it would be nice to have someone in the physical, but if you keep attaching yourself or trying to manipulate it or manifest it or whatever you're trying to do, that's going against what's happening in this present reality. That's going against, it's like the butterfly effect. I've really been thinking about this lately. Everything I do, every choice I make leads to it has a consequence. So it filters off into the world. It ripples out. And I have, the Empress here. And fell out with the Six of Cups, reminiscing. Maybe this is why you're sitting in Hanged One energy, replaying the past, thinking of the past, not wanting to let go, not wanting to surrender, not wanting to, you're not going to lose anything. You're not going to lose your knowing, the feeling, the psychic abilities, the love you have and found for yourself by letting that counterpart go. Okay, you just want to bring love into the situation. You want to bring love. And I heard someone say obsessive thoughts. I just heard obsessive thoughts. If you have obsessive thoughts about a certain person, bring love into that situation and then let it go. If you're trying to constantly, no, I can't think about them. No, I can't do that. Just allow it to flow in. It's like a river. But okay, and I don't want to think about right now. Not right now. Not right now. And just put love into that situation. Wish them well, and just continue on your path. Because I woke up and I was like, feminine, and then I was getting ready and I was like feminine, and I was like, okay, you're going places. You're sitting at a light right now with your blinker on, not sure which direction to head. That's what it feels like, to be honest. So if you can keep focusing on, it's like It's like the nourishing. My eyes were drawn to her. It's like her breast here. So it's like if you can just focus on the nourishing element of what you bring to the situation, what you bring to a partnership, what you bring to even being with your friends or your family, and just nourish others and nourish yourself. Like they're showing me an image of like a baby feeding on a boob, like a mom breastfeeding. And that's just life itself. You know, we're the one that has went and made it all pornographic and sexual. So focus on nourishing yourself before you can nourish anybody else. Let's get some shadow work questions. Because it's all an inward journey. You know, that's what I've discovered after to be on that twin flame thing for 2 years. And you know, it was really hard. Because in my mind I was like, did I make this up? But then I would hear in my head, no. And then I became a medium. After I met a certain individual, I started getting psychic abilities. I started getting, I don't know how to describe it. It was just life-changing. But now I've turned that energy and put it on me. And that's my message, is the more you put that energy and focus on you as the feminine, as this divine being, and the more you allow your sensuality and your sexuality and all of this to flow through you and you're just being, it's like people are magnetized to you, okay? Again, a baby, and I see pink. I see a little baby. I don't know if I'm channeling for someone, but there's just been this little girl popping up. Okay, what do you need to nurture and or develop? So, how can we get you from point A to point B, from where you are right now to where you want to go? So let's focus on what do you need to nurture and or develop? That's where you're going. That's your passion. So a lot of the time I talk about, I think even yesterday, turning your fucking pain, your shit story into your power story, and then monetizing on that. Boom, done. So, you know, you got to feel through that kind of dark shit. I'm seeing pictures of eels, 9:22 on the clock. So maybe look at eel. I work with spirit animals a lot. Last night with my coaching, with my shamanic coaching, we had to find my warrior animal. So I had to do spiritual drumming this morning and journeying. And my warrior animal is actually a tiger. And I was in the middle of like my drum circle, and I have my lead animal is a black stallion. Like that's just my power animal. And then I have other ones on my medicine wheel. But today I met my warrior, and it was this tiger, and it was a female tiger. And she took me to see her cubs, and we ran through this forest. It was fucking beautiful. Anyways, so perhaps you need to connect to eels. Look at I don't know, I just saw pictures of eels, and then I had that story. So think about going to Google and looking up the power animal eel. Just put in eel and then power animal. And then for me, how I do it, I don't just use one website or one book. I just wait until I hear a click. It'll be like, I'll read, and then I'll be like, click. Like my ears just click. And that's when I'm like, oh shit. And then it feels like that sentence or that paragraph is heightened. And then that's how I'll connect with my spirit guides. So in what ways do you feel vulnerable? You know, my ears clicked again. I heard putting yourself out there. So maybe you putting yourself out there, especially if you're a divine feminine, you're being called right now and you've been on this journey for a little while. You're being called to create, because your masculine is your ego, your action, okay? So your inner feminine, what it wants, and you got to create with this. And the more you give to this, and this gives to this, and these two are in sync, brain and heart coherence, doors will open up for you. And people used to say this to me, and I would be like, oh, fuck, okay. Only if I didn't have all these problems. Only if, you know, and then I would just be making that in my excuses in my mind. So don't do that. Also, are you feeling overwhelmed by responsibility? Yeah, probably. That's why I feel like you might even have the weight on your world, like the weight of the world on your shoulders, but with the Seven of Pentacles. And I feel like I can't talk like I just feel like I'm like choking on my words, and usually I'm not like that. So perhaps you need to speak your deeper inner truth. And I know I channeled this yesterday about speaking up, and I feel like the feminine in all of us is rising, and she needs to like take control of the situation. Okay? You need to speak your truth. Remember, it's not the truth, it is your truth. And you have to be honest and open and, you know, with yourself, because you have a whole spirit stream, and within you, they're showing me like this kingdom is within you. So don't turn your back on yourself, because then you're turning your back on every little atom within you, every little kingdom, every little universe, your divine masculine, your divine feminine, everything, your ecosystem. You're turning your back on that for somebody else to make them comfortable. We don't want to do that anymore. okay? Because that's just a script people have of you. Like me, I'm not the same person I was. And like people could drop away from me all they want because that version of me is gone. I have worked so hard in the past 2 years with self-development, self-awareness, fucking healing, all this shit, that I wouldn't want to be the same person. I wouldn't want to be the same person that they have thought about in their head, that they think is me and that they have scripted. That isn't me anymore. So you got to let that go, let that fall. What is no longer sustaining you in real life? Exactly. Let all the fake shit fall away. Turn into your inward. Continue chasing God, consciousness, universe, whatever it is for you. It's a feeling. Keep chasing that. And is your life abundant, or are you lacking in any area? I feel like right now you're focusing on that. That's what I feel like the feminine is focusing on, is how can I be more abundant in my life? I brought his ball. Usually we go to the dog park on the weekends, but Keaton's hockey practices are right now. Oh, 1 second. Okay, let's look at activities, feminine, that you can do today. It's raining here and it's dark and gloomy, so perhaps you're feeling a little sad today. I hear the word nostalgia. It seems like the overall lying energy of this is like, what should I do? Where do I go? What choice do I make? Do I reach out? Do I not reach out? Do I leave? Do I not leave? And it feels like you have all this shit and all this stuff you need to do, and the only thing you need to do right now is fucking go pluck your nipple hairs, go shave your body, go put a face mask on, scrub your skin off, then put on a face thing, then spray your face, then wash your hair, then go into your closet and redo your fucking outfits, get everything organized, get things put together, plan for the week. If you continually put love into yourself, it's like people are magnetized to you. I really cannot speak today, I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel like the feminine is being called to speak, so perhaps that's why. Especially with the Empress here, and look at that right over top of babies. There's a lot of unions, I feel like, in love coming in. Remember, that's within you. You don't want to chase anyone externally, because it's like manipulating the universe, manipulating God, manipulating whatever it is for you, and saying you know what it is. You know without a doubt that this person, you're never going to know to the end of time. And even if it is, it's like your soulmate is who you are in this moment. It's who you're with in this moment. Okay, so if you can continually bring love into a situation, that's healing. And if all of you are watching this, you're healers. So we just need you to friggin' look at that, sound healing. Find your gifts and your abilities. Today, get onto YouTube and Melon. I love this girl. She's changed my whole life. I found her YouTube, and her meditations, I cry. Like, I'll be on the floor in my meditation sobbing because of her music, and it heals my body. So I recommend every single person I know to go to this girl. She's completely changed my life. So I will link it in the bio. If you haven't had a reading with me, because I send all her meditations to everyone. I'm like, this has changed my life. So if you haven't experienced it, I will link hers in the bio. Okay, then I've got use your hands. Yeah, create something. I went out with my friend yesterday, and she was saying how she's redoing a vanity. She's been painting it, and that's been getting her into her body. And she was saying, because I believe we're all one consciousness, I believe we're all one energy. And she was saying lately how she's been feeling. And then she went home last night, had a bath, shaved, put on self-tanner, did her hair, and she's like, wow, I felt incredible after. And I was like, yeah, get hands-on. And intuition, trust this shit. You don't even need readers. Like, even for me, even me being a tarot reader, you don't need to come to me. You are your best. You are your fucking you know it in your gut. You know this, okay? But my thing is I just reconfirm what you already know. So if I say something, you are trusting your intuition, taking that for you, and then filtering that through your response. Okay? My eye's also drawn to the third eye, so keep working with your spirit guides. You can even work with spirit animals, like journey and just close your eyes and then allow your consciousness to bring whatever animal is there and use their attributes in that situation. Your grounding is important for the feminine. Yeah, you even if you're scared of putting yourself out there, and I know I've been talking about getting everyone on the internet and talking like a kumbaya, but even if you're scared of putting yourself out there, you know how much courage that takes? Seriously. like me before, I was like, I would never start a YouTube. I could not put myself out there. And then now I'm like, I just got to do it every single day for 6 months, and then I'll have that confidence, just like I did before with Instagram and talking every single day. Now I'm like, I can post whatever I fucking want on that platform. But here I'm like, oh my God, there's so many people. Like, and then in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, what if people from my family or my friends or my past see me? Because I've ghosted everybody. Because, I don't know, it just feels like that was the right thing to do for me. Yeah, look at that, leadership. So if you're watching this, Divine Feminines, you are stepping into an alpha role, a leadership role. And I was called this morning to get on here and tell you that. So continually follow what brings you to life and chase that shit. And all that's going to bring you to life is being you in the moment, connecting to your sensuality, connecting to your breath, not trying to manipulate, not like looking at yourself in the mirror and being like, I fucking hate myself. Or like, oh, I'm so fat. Or I wish I had better skin. Or I wish and you keep changing and you're trying to manipulate something and you're trying to get out of the present moment. And that's the only moment with life force energy. And that's where you fucking shine, okay? So create something with your hands when you're in that moment. Listen to this. Are you ready? You are no longer the supporting cast. You are the leading man/woman. So take the initiative and lead the way for others to follow. You will be judged by the company you keep and those you admire. This card's been popping up a lot lately. So, feminines, recap. Focus on this flame within you. Get through your power story. And we're going to turn around and rewrite it. And then I'm going to have you guys come on my Patreon. And you're gonna talk about what you've been through. So alive, I want to have everyone that comes. I want to host like bi-weekly lives, and we could talk about that. I mean, if you don't feel comfortable, that's okay. That's cool. Like whatever, we'll get you there. But I eventually want to have every single woman learning how to talk on the internet because it's fucking hard. And then you're gonna turn around and build your empire. You're gonna fucking get going, and you're gonna look back on this time in your life and be like, wow, all I had to do was put love into myself, and everything in my life came to me. I've tried everything for the past 2 years. Motherfuckers, I have tried every single thing I could do, to try to get into union. No, you need to forget and move on with your life. And I know it's really hard. And then I'm the one there posting to Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine check-ins, and you guys are watching them. But if you're resonating with me, I truly believe in that energy. But you gotta let go, you gotta move on, you gotta detach, put that love in you. The moment you just, it's like, it's a shift in energy, and then it's like, whoa, and then that's reflected back to you. So keep pouring the love in yourself, all right? If you, okay, I hear if you're not capable yet, because it's like, you can't quite see yourself as that self-love, or like that, you're just stuck in a negative cycle. They're showing me like a dryer, like I don't know why, like wet clothes into a dryer and then they're shutting the door. Like I don't know, it's like maybe allowing yourself, for me, this is what I feel like, it's like allowing yourself to grieve and then I'm seeing the rain on the window, like the emotion, allowing the emotion to be took out of you, like put through the ringer, kind of. It's like the image that I'm seeing, and it's dried. Like you're just releasing what is, releasing what you wanted, releasing everything to the universe, being like, fuck, I'm fucking here. I'm scared to be seen, but I gotta put myself out there because that's what I'm being called. And the more I deny what I'm being called, the more I'm turning my back on myself. That's my own masculine that can't even take action about what my inner feminine wants. How am I going to be able to help anybody in the world if I can't go after what it is that I want? So put yourself in that situation, get fucking through your pain, turn that into your power story, learn to speak on camera, and then monetize on that shit, build your empire, and watch fucking love flow into you. That's what I'm doing. Because I've done so much research, and that's what I've noticed lots of people have done, because they get so sick of the fucking twin flame shit. And it's because, it's a very rare connection, and I've developed now into a spiritual connection for me. So that energy lives within me. So if I could feel that love, I am that love. I put out that love, I receive that love. Okay, you're gonna get there. And I was gotta go to Keaton's hockey game. All my love, guys. Thanks for my little community. And yeah, we'll talk soon. Bye.